Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Potato, and here we check out the latest and the greatest strategy games each and every day of the week. Today, we're checking out The Wandering Village, which is a city building game like no other. Let me tell you, you build a city on the back of a freaking dinosaur. I know, it sounds wild. Let's jump into things. As ever, I'll do my very best to explain what the heck is going on. And we're actually, uniquely, going to watch a little bit of a cutscene here, because it's very, very short, and it's going to give us a little bit of context and background.
But not in our wildest dreams did we imagine what we would find.
That's right. It's my best friend, the dinosaur. Anyway, yeah, The Wandering Village. That's it, by the way, for the cutscene. The Wandering Village, it's a city builder game, but you build the city on the back of a dinosaur. Now, as ever, I will do my very best to explain what the heck is going on. I'll sort of explain what's going on around the screen. I'll explain some of the mechanics, and then we'll jump into some of the gameplay. Right, so we've got our resources up in the top left-hand corner. We got a couple of buttons up here, you know, like population details, number of meals, research tech tree, some of the environmental stats. We've also got some stats over here, and this is specifically statistics for the onbu. So we've got a health stat, we've got a poison level stat, we've got a hunger stat, and we've got a sleepiness stat as well. Now, what on earth is going on here? Well, I'll tell you exactly what the heck is going on. Yeah, we're building the city on the freaking back of this dinosaur thing. I don't know what happened, but apparently my little band of explorers managed to get stuck up here. But we're not actually stuck. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. Anyway, there's a couple of different ways that we can actually interact with this wild beast, which is kind of remarkable. And everything has this incredible polished finish to it. I mean, you can see just, you know, you can see the onbu breathing here. I mean, I love it. It really is. There's a lot of polish. There's a lot of finish to this game. I'm a big fan. Anyway, so yeah, we've got the city view, we've got the onbu view, and then we've also got the world map here. Now, this is, I guess, one of the more interesting. I say one of the more interesting. Everything's interesting, but this is very, very interesting. We can actually set a path for this city. The Wandering Village, literally, it's the name of the game. You can see why. Anyway, there's a couple of different sort of things around the world. We can interact with these things if we get the requisite scavenging building, I believe. And then there's also a couple of, you know, feeding spots. There's a sleeping spot on the route. So as soon as this chappie, I don't know, what should we call him? I don't know, like Frederick? He looks a bit like a Frederick. Those horns to me scream Frederick. But there we go. Anyway, the onbu, henceforth known as Frederick, is going to wake up and is going to guide us along. Now, we can see in the bottom left-hand corner, we can see like a little timeline of onbu related activities, and we will keep an eye on them because it's actually quite important. Anyway, let's jump into the city building elements, and as ever, I will do my best to explain how it works. We'll sort of just queue up a whole bunch of tents to be built. Everybody needs houses. Everybody can build in this game, which is kind of nice. There's no sort of like specific builder trait that you have to assign. We're gonna sort of set a couple of these trees to be harvested, and we're also gonna set some rocks to be reharvested. They all regrow, which is really, really nice. It's a very, very cool feature. We don't need to worry about running out of woods. We just need to make sure that it's harvested constantly. I mean, even these little trees that we get rid of, they should regrow as well, which is kind of nice. Anyway, we'll clear up a little bit of space here. And we'll just sort of get the basic infrastructure set up. We'll get a little bit of road to keep people moving. We'll get some worker posts to help people move resources around. We'll get a research building. We'll get a research building pretty early on, actually. That seems like a pretty good idea to me. There's no sort of, I guess, like industrial area or industrial distinction between buildings. I guess the people that live on the back of a literal dinosaur are probably not that bothered about whether there's, you know, a research building making a little bit of noise next to their tent. At least you'd hope so. Either way, we're gonna get things built. We're gonna play in 4x speed, probably because it's the, in my opinion, the best way to play. Look at Frederick down here. Look at Frederick. Ah, marvelous. Our research building has been completed. I'm not actually going to jump into the research quite yet. We'll talk about some of the people management mechanics. We can actually assign an individual number of people to the buildings. We can get one person, we can get two people, whatever. We've also got a research tech tree here, which is very, very cool. We're going to start with the kitchen. Although, that being said, there's a couple of other different things that we can get. Actually, you know what? Let's get the Hornblower first. Let's get the Hornblower first so that we can actually interact with our Onbu and give it commands. I know, it's very, very exciting. Anyway, there's a bunch of buildings that we're going to get to that are really, really, really going to impact the way that the game is played. And I'm kind of here for it. Right. Let's get a berry bush collector, a berry bush collector, a berry collector. I'm kind of trying to find the best place for it. 67%. I mean, that seems pretty good. We're going to have to get rid of that tree, but again, that's no big deal whatsoever. We'll get some berry gatherers. We'll get some air wells. This is going to allow us to get a little bit of water. You're only able to get water from the sky, hence why we need to build some air wells. It's also night at the moment. But as you can see, over the course of the time that the Onbu is sleeping, the sleepiness should decrease. There we go. It's gone down to 31. Hunger is increasing. Poison level is at 0. Now, there is, I guess, some sort of a narrative about escaping poison spores. There's no poison on the back of the Onbu, which is good. But I hope that doesn't change. We'll have to make sure that we try and keep the Onbu poison free. Now, what else do we need to get? We'll get some material storage. We'll get a water tank. That's kind of not where I wanted to build that video game, but I appreciate it nonetheless. And we'll also get a pantry. So, as you can see, we're building our storage buildings. Nothing too crazy here. Once these buildings are built, I'll explain what they do, but, you know, they store stuff. Airwell gets water out of the skies. Berry gatherer gathers berries. Pretty much that simple. Yeah, it's very, very simple. Anyway, our objective in this game is to survive for as long as possible. And I should note, by the way, if this creature dies, if the Onbu dies, it's game over. It's game over. Apparently, everything ends. We are no longer going to be able to escape the poison spores, and that is not exactly ideal. Right, so pantry, that's where we're going to store all of our berries. Marvelous. Water tank, brilliant. Material storage, where we store all of our, I guess, more industrial components. That's fine. What else can we build that we haven't yet built? We will build a farm. I'm going to build a farm kind of like over here. I don't want to be too precious about space, but I also want to make sure that I keep a reasonable amount of space available for other buildings. It is worth noting, by the way, if I was to build an additional research building, I would get diminishing returns. So at the moment, if we have a little look at this population detail here, total housing, or total people, 16, total housing, only 14. That's really bad, actually. Let's increase the number of houses by 2 there. Yeah, so that's fine. Total productivity, 96%. 12 people are unemployed. That is to say, 4 people have been assigned jobs. Everybody else is currently just building on a sort of temporary basis. I also need to set up way more harvesting. Let's do harvest only fully grown objects. Yeah, that's fine. Do all that. Marvelous. And we'll also get some stone. Beautiful. Okay, so whilst everybody is, you know, standing around doing nothing, we'll set everybody to go and harvest some stuff. Ooh, look at this. Onbu rests. Oh, Onbu walks. He's literally just started walking. Fantastic. So we are officially on the move, and it is a slow process. You know, even at 4 times speed, it takes a while. This thing is slow. Right. We've got a farm that's up and running. That's brilliant. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set up some plots. I think we'll set up a plot like. Let's actually do it on the other side here. Didn't mean to increase the number of people that we have there, but that's fine. Right. That should be okay. And we're gonna plant beets. Okay. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. That's fine. Beats on the back of a dinosaur. That's cool with me, buddy. There's no issues with that whatsoever. Happy to do it. Okay, marvelous. Let's see how we're doing research-wise. We've almost got the Hornblower. Very, very exciting. That's going to allow us to influence the Onbu's decisions. Again, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Farm is up and running. We've got 3 people working at the farm. How many people do we have unemployed? 9 people unemployed, which I think is a fine number, to be honest. What else do we need to get? We need to get the refined resource buildings, the carpenter and the stonecutter. Let's do that. Let's do them near the material storage, I guess. No reason not to. And let's also get some more material storage. I feel like we're going to need more. Wood. So we'll get another one of those. We'll build that as the top priority. We'll build these as medium priorities. Sure. And we also need more stone, apparently. Lots and lots of stone is ready to be harvested. It just hasn't been harvested yet. So that's fine. Okay, marvelous. What else? Stonecutter, yep, got that. Plants and Plants and harvests mushrooms as ingredients for Onbu food. Yeah, we will need to get this, but not quite yet. We have no Onbu interaction items at the moment, or building, should I say. Plants and harvests herbs for medical use. We will get that as well, and we have no exploration buildings. Yeah, so we are kind of waiting. Oh, this place contains some fresh food for the Onbu. Ah, marvelous. Okay, that's cool. So, what do we have here? It's probably not going to stop. Now, again, if I had the Hornblower, or when I get the Hornblower, I should say, I will be able to give it some direct instructions, and we're going to be able to tell it, you know, stop here and chill out for a little bit and get yourself, you know, get yourself fed. Okay, what do we got? Choose a next research item. We could choose something else. I mean, this is going to take 3 days, 3 days. Onbu Kitchen, the Hornblower. We're going to work to build the Hornblower. Dung Collector, not overly bothered about that. Let's get the kitchen. Let's get the kitchen for now, for sure. And then we'll see if we can sort of proceed down the tech tree. I think we want to try and get the scavenger hut pretty much as soon as possible. The stone cutter has been built, and this is going to turn stone into stone slabs, which is marvelous. We don't want to have too many stone slabs on us, but at the same time, we want to have more than just a couple, because we're going to need them to build more advanced buildings. Who would have thunk it? Like the Hornblower, for example. We're going to need an advanced resource in order to build this. We need 10 wood and 5 planks. Now, interestingly enough, and perhaps expectedly, the Hornblower can literally only be built at the edge of the dinosaur, at the edge of Frederick. So we're going to make that happen. We're going to make that happen. Cool. Right, it's very, very important that we keep an eye on the map for exactly this reason. Now, as you can see, there's a whole bunch of different villages that we can actually interact with. As soon as we get the scavenger hut, which I am working towards. Also, we've just arrived at a sleeping spot. That's cool. Very, very happy to let this dude sleep. That's okay. Anyway, there's some nomads on the path. That's fine. There's also a whole bunch of forests and mines and settlements and stuff. So we need to be interacting with these villages as soon as we have the capability to do so, to ensure that we're able to recruit more people and we're able to get a bigger and better society. Just woken up for a little bit of a snooze, completely refreshed. Sleepiness is at 0. Marvelous. Okay, so unemployment is still at 7. Again, might be worth us getting an additional research building, but not overly convinced that that's what we need at this present moment. I could assign more people into berry gathering or farming or something like that, but again, I'm not convinced that we actually need to do any of that. We have plenty of beets, we've got plenty of berries, and as soon as we get the kitchen, we're going to be able to refine those beets and berries into more tasty meals. What's the issue here? We've actually reached full water capability. Cool. That's only because our humidity is at 150%, because we are in a humid biome. That's right. We can actually walk through different biomes. I'm not sure what or when the biomes... I'm not sure when we're going to get to a new biome, and I'm not sure what it's going to be, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, on the world map, we have reached those nomads by the looks of it. You encountered a small group of nomads looking for a new home. Will you let them join your village? Let me think about it. Of course I will. Of course I will. 3 healthy people joined your village. And this is an important distinction to draw, actually, because it might not always be healthy people that are joining, hence why it's important that we get medical capabilities set up, we get feeding capabilities set up so we can feed hungry people, so that we can treat injured people. All of it very, very, very important. Speaking of very important, I think it's important that I get myself a road. Yeah, let's just try and expand. We'll try and expand the road network. Choose our next research. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. So village doctor or the scavenger hut. I think I'm going to take the scavenger hut just because I think it's going to pay more dividends quicker. But I hope that the need for a doctor's hut doesn't arise in the intervening time. But either way, we're all good. I'm going to nab a kitchen. And we're going to nab the kitchen right next to the pantry, which I think is a pretty good decision-making process there, if I do indeed say so myself. We're going to need a lot of resources in order to build that. Yeah, we're going to need 6 stone slabs. We're going to need a few wood planks. Tell you what, let's get 2 people assigned to the carpenter and the stone cutter, respectively, so that we can produce stone slabs and planks slightly quicker. It is worth noting, by the way, the Onbu evacuated its bowels, which is a very, very polite way of saying that it was releasing some unwanted matter into the environment. That's fine. That's okay. We will be able to harvest that at some point later on. It is from the dung collector, which can be used to provide produce biogas and fertilizer. Very, very exciting. Also, I've paused the game because the Onbu seems unsure about which path to take at the upcoming crossroads. Now, we can actually make a decision here because we have just literally built our hornblower, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. We have a hornblower. Excellent. We can tell the Onbu to lie down, take a break. We can tell it to walk, or we can tell it to run. Now, we might not be able to necessarily get through that big brain, thick skull, because trust is an important resource in this game that we'll talk about. I'd like you to go south. So let's unpause and let's go south. Onbu doesn't trust your commands. See, that's what I was kind of worried about. So we need to try and build trust. But that's a process. You know, that's a process more than anything. And besides, the Onbu might decide to just go this way, go south as is. We can try again in 2 minutes, but it looks like by the time that we get to that point, the Onbu will have already made the decision. The only reason that I wanted to go this way, by the way, was because of the nomads. We're going to be going into this new biome soon anyway. Yeah, let's see where you go. Let's see where you go. Literally straight on. Beautiful. Love to see it. Okay. That's marvelous. So, research-wise, we're at 55%. That's fine. We need a few more wood planks. That's A-okay. We need a bit more wood just in general. Let's do... No, not harvest all. Harvest wood there. Harvest wood. There are some big trees over here, by the way. Giant trunk can be mined for wood with an adjacent sawmill. That's a building that we're going to need to get that I'm a wee bit of a ways from at the moment, but that's fine. Let's just set all of this to be harvested, set all of this to be harvested. There's no real reason not to have it all on harvest mode. We might as well. What's this? Fresh air. Fresh air free from any toxins. Marvelous. Marvelous. Oh, and also, it's sleeping time. And you're going to naturally just decide to sleep anyway. Now, we could push through, which is worth noting. We could push through if we wanted to say, hey, go walk or go run. We could try and wake it up. But there's absolutely no reason not to. Just sort of take a chill pill and take it easy and lie down. We do need to bear poison in mind. It is an important consideration that we will have to keep considering at some point. But for now, it's not a big deal. Right, so the kitchen is turning berries into berry muesli, which is fine. We can choose alternative recipes, like beet soup, for example. Now, beet soup and the muesli recipes, they're both very, very sustainable because we have production of both on the I was going to say on the island. It's not an island, but you get the picture. A cactus plantation, alternative water source in hot climates. I mean, we're going to be going through a hot biome at some point. I don't know when, but I don't think that this one is particularly hot. But we'll start to see. Now, we also have access to the scavenger's hut, which is very, very important. Let's get the scavenger's hut over here. And I tell you what, let's actually build. There we go. We'll build a little bit of a pathway over here, and we'll build the scavenger hut as the top priority, because the sooner that we're able to get utility out of this building, the better, as far as I'm concerned. But so far, so good. Everything is fine. Humidity is normal. Yeah, we've entered the mountainous region, which is good. All looks fine. We've got some shrines here. We've got a mine here. An abandoned mine that holds iron ore. That's pretty good. You encountered a small group of nomads looking for a new home. Will you let them join your village? Of course I will. Marvelous. 2 healthy people joined your village. Okay, not as many as I was hoping for. I would like more in an ideal world, but that's fine. That's going to pretty much allow us to build, or allow us to fully populate the scavenger hut, which is fantastic because that requires 2 workers. All in all, I don't think I'm too displeased with how things are going. Can we maybe like prioritize everything here? There's no reason in walking fast up to this point, then walking slowly up to this point, and then building the scavenger hut at a slightly slower pace than would otherwise be necessary. Right, population, level up. Your villagers need have increased. Check them in the top bar. Okay, that's fine. We are okay with this. My villagers are, you know, they're just individuals. They're happy at the moment, which is marvelous. Very, very nice. We like that indeed. Now, I was also going to get a workers post. It's the only building that I haven't got thus far. Used to manage workers, make them specialize as transporters, harvesters, or builders. Workers in this building get a small movement speed boost. It's very, very good. Everybody can move everything, but this place contains some fresh food. Where? Which place? He's not hungry. He's not hungry at all. Did we perhaps go through it? What's this up here? Short cold snap. Might affect the growth of your plants. Okay, that's worth noting. That is definitely worth noting. Ooh. The scavenger post has been constructed. That is marvelous. Now, can I build a second scavenger post? That's the real question, because I think I do want to build a second scavenger post pretty much as soon as we possibly can. We still have 4 people that are unemployed, so the more expeditions that we can go on, the better, as far as I'm concerned. So let's zoom out. We're actually at 93% already. Now, a place that holds ancient knowledge. That's going to take 3 hours. That's going to be super duper quick. Let's do it. We'll do the short runs to the shrine, and we will try and optimize. We'll try and optimize for, you know, going to stuff near the path for when we are nearby, because if we can do a short journey, then that's great. An onbu kitchen makes mushrooms into onbu food. I'm gonna take that, actually. Sure. That's fine with me. That's fine with me. Scavenging party, they brought back, returned, they brought back 1 knowledge. Marvelous. Okay, we have officially 1 knowledge, and this knowledge is stuff that we require in order to build special research missions, or do special research missions, I should say. For example, the sleep command, which we will be able to get. We're working on the kitchen, then we're working on the feeding trebuchet. Yeah, I mean, you can pretty much work out exactly what happens there. You're able to turn the mushrooms that we can build in the mythologist or whatever it is into food in the kitchen, and then sling it into the onbu's mouth through the catapult. Compost heap, bile extractor, sawmill. Okay, I mean, there's a lot of these things. A lot of the advanced stuff as well requires requires a lot of knowledge. That's fine. Warehouse stores various materials, a hut, a food stand, decontaminator. That is all good. Well, we're working on whatever we're working on at the moment. I wasn't even paying attention. What was it? The onbu kitchen. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And in fact, I'll tell you what. Village doctor. We will get the village doctor, and we'll also need to get the herbalist as well. We'll build the herbalist down here. The herbalist operates quite like a farm. The village doctor can go just above. That's fine. Okay, I've got a lovely little village here. I got a lovely little village. It's all connected with roads, which is nice. Oh, I need to constantly be sending out scavenging parties. That is worth noting. Let's go to the other shrine over here. 15 hours. See, look at that. That's the difference. That's the difference in time, because we didn't operate fast enough. Right. So we got another scavenger hut, which is worth noting, which means that we're going to be able to do a mission to the quarry, a mission to the mine. I mean, we could do both. I mean, there's absolutely no reason that we can't do both. But having more than 1 scavenger, to me, seems like a pretty much a no-brainer. We also want to do a few missions to try and get more people. So if we see any villages, I mean, there's a village like over in the distance. Much like our old home, a few desperate survivors or leftover food can be found here. That seems important. That seems important to try and visit if we can. It's going to take a long time to get there. We might not even be able to get there by the time that's... Send party 1 day and 20 hours? Wow, these guys brought back... A scavenging party returned. They brought back 13 stone. That's actually useless. Right, we'll go to the area far across there. That's fine. 13 stone is absolutely garbage, by the way. I mean, that's totally useless. Totally useless. Also, we got a worker post. General workers, builders, carriers. You know what? General workers. We'll leave them as general workers. That's fine. Scavenging party returned. They brought back 1 knowledge. Marvelous. Right. Oh, an oasis. An oasis with fresh water. That's a freaking desert there, ladies and gents. That's a desert. Let's... Oh. Could you go this way? Doesn't trust my commands. Well, I'm telling you, you're not going to be able to sleep if you don't go that way. Right, we're going to send the party off. Can I build, perhaps quickly, another water tank? We have 40 water here. Let's assign you as carriers. There we go. Go do the carriers, get more people assigned. We actually don't have enough workers available at the moment. Let's reduce the number of people that we have working in the carpenter, reduce the number of people that we have working in the stonecutter, disable the herbalist, and disable the village doctor as well. Assign more people to the worker post, and then whilst we're waiting for that, we will get, there we go, get this area as assigned to do herbs and stuff. Okay, anyway, what I'm really worried about is the water situation. If we're going to be going into the desert, if the Onbu decides to go this way, then that's great. But if he doesn't decide to, if he decides to go into the desert, then yeah, well, we're going to be in some trouble. Thank goodness. Okay, so he's going to sleep. That's great. That's really, really good. Happy days. The hornblower is looking marvelous, if I do indeed say so myself. And we should have a scavenging party that is over there somewhere. Yeah, this is going to take longer to scavenge, presumably, because... yeah, we're now getting further away from it. But I don't know if the game calculates distance like that. Right, we've just finished the Onbu kitchen, which is great. I think we're going to take the cactus plantation, although I would normally take the feeding trebuchet, because that is, I mean, it's cool as heck. But that's okay. That's okay. What's the... okay. Let's go and see if we can... oh, yeah, we can't get you to sleep. I think you might automatically sleep here. Looks comfortable for the Onbu to sleep in. Marvelous. Okay, which is great. You're gonna sleep. Happy days. You're gonna take it easy. That's great. That's gonna give us an opportunity for our explorers to catch up as well. They're still out on their expedition. Hopefully they manage to make it back. We can go presumably and take some trips to the Oases. Oases? Oasises? I definitely don't think that's right. Some oases, and we can get some water there. Reduce the number of workers there. Let's reopen the herbalist. Cancel that deconstruction. Didn't mean to. And we'll just leave it on one farmer. We'll also leave it on one doctor. There we go. Right. So the doctor's hut uses herbs. The herbalist produces herbs. That's fine. It does use water, as does the farm. Which is less than ideal, but that is okay. Right, the mycologist, that's it. Not the mythologist. Let's get the mycologist built, even if I don't necessarily want to put anyone in it at the moment. Right, scavenging party returned, they brought back 22 bread, and a scavenging party returned, they brought back 1 knowledge. Okay, I mean, that's nice. It's not exactly perfect. We'll do a scavenging party over here, because it's very, very close. 14 hours, 7 hours... Let's go to the mine, but we'll wait until we're a little closer to the mine. Actually, that being said, I should probably just do it. We're not going to get much closer than that. Okay. Right, what did we get? Brought back 5 iron ore. Okay, I don't have any way to do anything with iron ore at the moment. Is there anything else that we can yoink here? There's not really much else that we can yoink. I guess we'll go and send Scavenger off to the forest. That's fine. Alright, what do you need? Wood and stone. To be fair, we have kind of left... we've kind of stopped doing anywhere near enough, you know, digging up of resources. Scavenging party returned. They brought back 7 iron ore. I mean, that's nice and all. We got some nomads up here. Marvelous. Onbu's entered the desert biome. Little less than ideal, to be honest with you. Little less than ideal. Let's go and do an expedition out there. It's only going to take us 7 hours. That's marvelous. Okay, so it's hot. It's hot. It's arid. And there is there's no toxicity, which is good. Very, 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 very nice indeed. We're happy with that. So that's marvelous. That's all good. We are awaiting stone. So can I maybe prioritize some stone extraction, bespoke stone extraction? There we go. I think crop growth is going to be... yep, crop growth is going to be affected. Cactus plantation has been researched. Marvelous. So, what I probably want to do is I probably want to build... corn is very heat resistant, requires little water, but grows slowly. That's cool. That's going to be handy in a desert. Let's build out this way. Let's build out this way. Yeah, there is no water, is there? There's no water. Low productivity. There's still water coming in, mind you, but it's just low. Berries, we actually have too many berries at the moment. Let's switch to working, or let's switch to berry muesli. Yeah, that's fine. I actually maybe think that a desert won't be as bad as I anticipate. A short heat wave. Okay, let's go over here. 16 hours. What's that? A dune? A dune with fine sand. I'm interested in finding out what's over there actually, but we'll do it after we go to the quarry. Yeah, nice. Okay, I do desperately need more people. I really, really do. Do we have anyone that's? Oh yeah, we do have a couple of people that are actually without houses at the moment. That's terrible. It's absolutely awful. Please accept my sincerest apologies. Yeah, we just don't have enough sort of general people working on stuff. Let's assign these people to be general workers. That's fine. Scavenging party returned. They brought back 6 ore. That's okay. 13 hours to do a little trip to Arrakis over here. Let's go and do it. Right. Onbu evacuated its bowels. Thanks for making me aware, video game. That's very, very cool. I will, of course, pick up the nomads. Marvelous. 3 healthy people joined. Well, we're very fortunate that we're only getting healthy people. That is marvelous. How are we doing water-wise? We've got 10 water left. We have 25 water left in the air well. And 0 water left in this air well. Okay, well, I think it's time to go and visit the Oasis. It's going to take us 19 hours now, which is a bit of a... Yeah, a bit of a bad decision-making process there. But that's okay. Let's move over to... Do I want to leave it on beet? Cactus? Let's actually move it on over to cactus. Yeah, we'll move it on over to cactus so that we can maybe try and get an extra little bit of water there. That's fine. The mycologist... Oh, yeah, I forgot that I had actually assigned people here. I say I assigned people. I didn't assign people. Right, it's even too hot for the... It's even too hot for the mushroom people to... Or the mushrooms to grow. That's a shame. Right, hot weather. That's unfortunate. Now, can I get you to run? I'm going to try getting you to run. He accepted the command, and he's going to run. That's marvelous. That means that hopefully we're going to be out of this heat wave a little bit quicker. Things are going to get crazy, and he's going to get hungry, and he's going to get sleepy as well. But that's okay. Right, let's go... Little expedition over there. Let's go this way. Go north. He doesn't trust your commands. Okay, well, hopefully he continues on straight. And if he does, then that's going to be great. Right, we still have 19 buckets of water. I hope that that's going to be enough. The desert is already hurting. Right, I'm going to disable the village doctor, and I'm going to disable the herbalist as well, because we have, I mean, yeah, there's literally no reason. There's literally no reason to. We'll continue growing mushrooms. That's fine. Oh my goodness, he's tired. He's very, very tired. Can we get you to sleep? Yes, we can get you to sleep. No, you'll just sleep automatically. Okay, he's exhausted. To be fair, you're not exactly wrong. Yeah, Onbu health is decreased because we got him so darn low. I mean, hopefully he can take a break at the next sleeping bit. Little bit unfortunate that he lost a little bit of health there, but that's fine. Scavenging party returned. They brought back 38 water. Right. Let's see if we can do any other scavenging missions here. 1. Sure. Well, we can do more than 1. We'll do a few. Okay. I'm content to let him sleep at the moment. That's fine. No issues with that. Can we get another farm? It looks like most of our buildings have been built. There we go. Okay, so we're growing some cactuses. Marvelous. We've got plenty of water now. I say plenty of water. We don't have plenty of water. But we've got 73 buckets, which is quite a lot. Wood and stone. We do not have enough wood and or stone. Let's harvest that. Harvest that as a top priority, please. Right. Okay, send a party off here. Send a party off. Where else can we go? There's an area up here. We don't have a party available yet, but we will. We will soon. Okay, you are very, very hungry, and we need to ensure that we have the capability to feed you. That is pretty darn important. Right, let's see if we can do that. Right, we're gonna get an Onbu kitchen. We're gonna get that over here. We're gonna get that built. We are farming mushrooms. We're not farming many mushrooms, mind you. We've only got one. That being said, there are a couple of mushrooms that are sort of around that are harvestable. We're gonna harvest that at top priority because we need to try and feed this thing. We need to try and feed this thing. Believe it or not, we need to do that. Right. So, beet, cactus. Yeah, cactus is fine. Cactus is fine in this growing condition, which is great. A secondary farm would be marvelous. How many people do we have unemployed? 6 people unemployed. I think that's a good number. I think that's a good number of people to have. Unhappily as it feels, its spike being torn out. Oh. Sorry. I didn't realize. I didn't realize that that you were gonna get grumpy about that. I do apologize. Right. Can we walk? Let's get walking. Let's get walking. We'll get you to sleep. We'll get you to sleep. We get to sleep here. Sleep soon. It's gonna take us 18 hours. Oh my goodness. Another heat wave? That's annoying. Settlement, though. That's pretty good. We'll take that. Okay, so unfortunately, we do not have the sleep command yet, but that's fine. We're 83% of the way towards that. Thank goodness I've at least started. Cactus beet. I need to get corn as well, don't I? Right. Okay, the Onbu kitchen is being constructed. Let's leave that on 2 workers for now, but we'll disable it. Because we just don't have, Are you gonna sleep here, by the way? No, you're just gonna move straight through. That's actually okay. I feel like the Onbu management has been a bit poor of late, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. We're still fine on the whole. We've got plenty of water. We've got loads coming in from these cactuses. That's marvelous. Very, very nice indeed. Let's use this sort of downtime, I guess, to try and get on top of things. Onbu feeding catapult. I'm gonna take the catapult because I am like absolutely petrified that our hunger is gonna increase at a faster rate. Oh, nice. We just finished sleep. I am petrified that we are going to not be able to feed this guy. But so, what does the kitchen require? The kitchen requires mushrooms. The mushrooms get turned into Onbu food, and then once we get the catapult, we're able to catapult, slingshot the food into the Onbu's mouth. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. It happens just like that. It really does. Okay, Onbu is going to the bathroom. That's a-okay. Not a big deal. Keep growing the mushrooms. Again, it's not perfect, the fact that we only have a 60% growth rate. I'm actually going to assign a second person there. How many people does that leave unemployed? That leaves 3 people unemployed. A little less than ideal, but that's fine. What else do we have? An Oasis up here. Yeah, that heat wave. I'm not gonna tell this thing to run again. I'm not gonna tell Frederick to run again. That to me seems like a bad idea. We might pick up some nomads from this area though, which is good. Yeah, not super happy about the fact that the cactuses will be able to grow, but the beets won't. And we will get corn. In an ideal world, we'd get corn later. That's fine. Trading for goods. Your scavengers encounter a group of people from a nearby hideout. We could give them some of our water. We could trade them some of our food. We'll give them some of our water, sure. They give us glass and iron. Oh, marvelous. Well, I'm not sure it was quite worth 50 water. That is quite a valuable resource, but that being said, I mean, there's always an oasis. I'm gonna wait until we're closer to the oasis. We're gonna do a short little expedition over here. Forest, and there was another source over here. There was some sort of infected source over there, but yeah, I don't want to deal with that right now. How many mushrooms do we have? 21 mushrooms. We're 49% of the way towards getting the trebuchet. And the Onbu hunger is only at 50%. So we still got a little bit of leeway, a little bit of latitude, which is marvelous. And now we have the ability to make it sleep as well, which we are going to do. Right, what do we get? 27 sand, 5 hours. Nice. We'll just do a short little expedition over here. Again, you know, if we can coincide the Onbu place with the expedition, the temperature is torrid. Now it's just hot. Marvelous. Okay. Right, we're gonna do a double whammy. Oh, awaiting decision. What do we got? Think quickly. After a long walk, the party passes a muddy spot in the desert. A brave scavenger wants to get a better look and inspects it. They're knee-deep in quicksand. Have to help fast. Think quickly. The others try to save their friend, but their efforts are in vain. Farewell. Oh no, that's a real shame. That's a real shame. Yeah. No, Tommy died. Well, that's... what can you do? Not very much. That means that we've got only 2 people unemployed, which is a bit unfortunate because that means that people that are going to be, you know, mining logs and wood, etc. Yeah, means it's going to take longer. But on the whole, I think we're okay with this. 79% of the way towards that trebuchet. That's going to be marvelous. We've got the nomads that are going to be coming on board very, very shortly indeed. Some of them may be sick. Oh, we got to go straight ahead. He doesn't trust my commands. Really? I'm telling you what's best. 2 healthy people join. Again, not many healthy people joining. Or unhealthy people joining, for that matter. Just go straight, please. Just go straight. Again, we will try to get friendly. But it's a problem, you know? It's a problem. Right. Let's unlock this, and we'll leave it on just 1 worker in the Onbu kitchen. That's fine. Scavenger party brought back 42 water. Marvelous. We can wait a little bit before getting closer to this. Regardless of which way we go, we're going to come closer. We'll send party out to the forest. Not exactly my ideal situation, but that's okay. And let's go... Doesn't trust my commands yet again. We need to start feeding him. Right, corn plantation. Corn's very heat resistant, requires little water, but grows slowly. Send out doctors to cure Onbu of poison or heal it. I'm going to take the corn. Corn plantation seems like a good idea. I know that we're just coming out of the desert, but I'd rather not be in this position again. I think usually the Onbu decides to go forward, but I don't know if that's going to be the case here. Yes, it is. Beautiful. Okay, so finally we're going to get back into the mountain region, which is going to be, I mean, just so delightful. Let's do a short little expedition over here. And then we should have the ability to sleep. We should have the ability to sleep at this place. At the resting point. Yeah, cool. And we can help. We can help out if need be. Right, so more scavenging required? I don't think so. Oh, look at that. Onbu food. We've started to get some Onbu food, which is marvelous. We also need to get the feeding trebuchet, which I'm gonna get over here. Yeah. Nice. Okay, and just as hunger is getting there, we've got the trebuchet built, or we will be building the trebuchet. What appeared to be a quarry turns out to be an Onbu excavation site filled with the perfect petrified bones of a giant. Spreading spores? Looks like a perfect spot to scavenge some rare resources. Sure. Most resources have already been scavenged. The party managed to find something special. 3 knowledge. Marvelous. Okay, that's huge, actually. Because we've done a few of those little shrine visits, and they're good, but they're not, like... they're not incredible. We've only got 1. Oh, I see. Look at this. Nomads are gonna come across our path. Very shortly indeed. Very, very cool. Let's do a little jaunt over there, and we'll do another little jaunt over here. Onbu yawns. I know we're gonna get to the sleeping spot very, very soon. That's fine. And how's the trebuchet coming along? 15 wood planks. We've got the ability to do all of this. We've got the ability to get it done. So let's do it. Let's also build some more houses. There we go. Just 2. Just 2 is fine. We're still making berry muesli. We should be making beets now. Marvelous. Did you get to the sleeping zone? You might not have actually gotten to the sleeping zone, but that's fine. After a long walk through the woods, your scavengers encounter a group of wildlings. Unfortunately, I cannot do anything about it. One worker got poisoned. Okay, that's actually good. I'm glad that that happened. Let's turn on the doctor. Turn on the doctor, and we'll turn on the herbalist again. Not like we particularly need to turn on the herbalist. We already have the herbs in the doctors. So as long as they're there, then that's fine. So the farm is looking good. Let's actually turn down the number of. Let's actually convert this back to beet. There's no reason not to, and we'll increase the number of people that are working in the farm. Yeah, so we'll get back on the beet bandwagon. We could also increase the number of people that we have gathering berries. Doesn't seem particularly useful at the moment, but that's fine. Do a small little expedition over there. Long expedition over there. Yeah, we're back in Waterville, so these should be operating, yeah, they should be operating at pretty much 100% efficiency, which should get us all the water that we need. Right, so we should have plenty of beets, which is great. Unfortunately, the kitchen can only manufacture one type of food at a time. There we go, we'll go to the shrine. Again, sleeping here is not a big deal. We got the trebuchet done, which is marvelous. We've got 2 Onbu food, Onbu laxative, Onbu constipator. Oh, joy! That seems absolutely delightful. Well, I guess that's good news. I guess that is good news. Right. Scavenging expeditions. We're scavenging there. Scavenging there. Yeah, we're good. We're scavenging everything that we possibly can. I have no issues with the Onbu sleeping for as long as it does. And we're just coming up on the end of the research, which is great. We got the corn plantation. 6 villagers. Improves productivity and offers decent protection from poisonous air. Or an Onbu doctor. I think I'm going to take the hut, you know. I'm going to take the hut. Let's get... do we need to get another research place? I don't think that I need another research place. No, I think I'm actually fine with this. Poison forest. A poison forest is, yeah, a particularly worrying thing. It's a particularly worrying thing. I think we cured our one dude from the poison a minute ago. Let's add some more. There we go. Add some more storage over there. Yeah, we did cure our one scavenger from poison. So that's good. We got 3 Onbu food, which is marvelous. Onbu hunger is at 68%. So close. Sure. 30 iron, 1 worker died. Jeez Louise. Okay, I really maybe need to stop being so gung-ho. But we did get 30 iron, which is actually like a remarkably large amount of iron. And we should have more nomads coming in very, very soon. Right, let's go and walk. Accept my command. There we go, that's cool. Right, so the shrine has been conducted or completely finished. Send out these 2. You're not going to sleep here, are you? No. Anyway, we're back on the move. Let's get fed. Let's get fed. So we go here. We go Onbu foods. We prep for the catapult to operate. And marvelous. Just like that. Hunger's up to 70%. But it should go down to, yeah, there we go, 50%. We can actually do another feeding if we want to. Which is what I probably will do, actually. There we go. Cool. Very, very cool. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. So that should take it down by another, yeah, another 20% or so. That's marvelous. That's marvelous. Very, very happy with that. Right, so the nomads should be onboarded quite soon. There we go. Literally just now. Pick them up. 2 healthy people joined your village. Again, everybody seems to be healthy that's joining this village. Well, I can't complain about those vibes. We got a ruined settlement over here, which I'm absolutely going to scavenge as soon as we possibly can. We've now got 2 unemployed people, which is great. Very, very happy with that. Beets, we should move over to beet soup. Yeah, and actually, we really should get another kitchen. We really, really should get another kitchen. Scavenging party returned, bringing 12 stone with them. 16 hours is a fairly long time. We can just wait until we're up a little bit closer. We got a cold snap that's coming up. That's okay. Do an expedition over to there. Might as well. And then we'll see what this brings back. It's an event. Again, as soon as your scavenger step in the mine, the ground starts to shake. Let's check for another way out. 31 stone. Excellent. Okay, great. Marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. I think if we did stick around to get iron there, then that would have been terribly bad. And would have been, yeah, a real bad thing to do. Can be harvested, but reduces Orbu trust. Okay, I didn't even realize. I didn't even realize that that you were gonna not trust me. Onbu poison level is at 7%, by the way. I don't know how that happened, but apparently that's happened. It might have happened because of the sleeping. Send party over here? No, we're gonna send a party out to the ruined settlement, but then we're gonna go to the poison forest. I'm a bit worried about what it's gonna bring, but it's probably worth it. We're gonna try and go south. Doesn't trust your commands. Of course you don't. Pick them up. We'll take new settlers. What do we got? Hungry people. 2 hungry people joining. That's fine. Okay. 10 hours to go over here? Sure, let's do it. It's a bit risky. It's a bit risky to send people out to the poison forest, but that's okay. Dung collector or the doctor? I'm going to take the doctor because that's going to allow us to cure poison. And we're also going to go for another feeding session. Boom. Just get that one sorted, and that's going to take us down to like 18% hunger, which I think is perfect. You never know. The Onbu might decide to trust me before we flippin' get to the decision-making process. Look at that good boy. Look at that good boy eating. Right. We're definitely going to encounter that thunderstorm. I have no idea what that's going to do for us, but I don't want to find out. I really don't want to find out. Doesn't trust your command. Please, geez, Louise, dude, just learn to trust me. Can you not see that there's a thunderstorm up ahead? Apparently the temperature is freezing because of the cold snap. That's fine. Not much that we can really do about that. I think we're A-okay. A-okay on that front. Okay, so this is all good. We do need to get another kitchen. We've got enough beet. Got enough beet stew for a little while. Oh, there we go. Thank goodness. We avoided it. We're going to get back into normal territory. Let's go for a short little expedition out there. And 1 day, 11 hours. Sure. I actually think we can do this one and this one and this one. I think we can do them all, to be honest. Okay, scavenging party returned. They got brought back 13 herb, but 2 got poisoned. Okay, well, if that's the case, then we're going to unpause the doctor. Get the doctor involved. We still have 3 people that are unemployed. That's fine. Everybody is happy. Everybody is happy, which is marvelous. Right, a giant tree. After walking through the magical-looking woods, they arrived at a clearing. A magnificent tree standing in the center. This tree must be special. Better to cut the tree around it. Cut the trees around it, sure. They carry on. They fill up the reserves and leave. 34 wood. Okay, that's good. Don't get me wrong. I am happy that I didn't cut the big one down, because if we did, that would have definitely brought us some bad vibes, but hey ho. I'm also going to get some more material storage. Yeah, let's get some more material storage. It's going to take 10 wood apiece, but I think it's worth getting. Marvelous. You're going to decide to sleep at a very, very opportune point, and then hopefully you're going to get some grub over there. We've got some nomads that are going to be coming or joining the party very, very soon. We'll send out a little party over here, and we'll wait until we get done with that next party. Yeah. So I think these material storage buildings not going to be super useful, but they will be useful at some point. I've also decided I'm going to get a second research building. Get it over there. Sure. It's only going to give us a slight bonus, very, very slight bonus to research, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Right, so the Onbu Doctor's good. The Pet Orbo. Look at that. We're going to be able to increase trust. Oh, that's going to be fantastic. That's going to be really, really good. Onbu Food Liquefier. Oh, a feeding pump. An eat command. That'll be useful. Dung collector, yeah. Tomato plantation. Food stand. Scout tower. Ooh. That would be useful. How long is that going to take? 8 days. Yeah. Is there the ability to get Stone Road, bakery, windmill, wheat harvesting? Yeah, it's important. Don't get me wrong. Is there a way that we can get better research? Dung collector, quarry, iron furnace. Goodness gracious me, that's very, very far down the tech tree. Glassblower, lab. None of that seems to matter. The Onbu is on the move. Excellent. And should be able to eat pretty comfortably over here. We still have no party available to scavenge, but that's not the end of the world. I'm sure we'll be a-okay. Right. Okay, in terms of what's next, let's get some more of these. In fact, actually, do I want to do this? I say, do I want to do this after I've done them, after I've queued them up for building. But we can probably get some better. We can probably get some better huts if I'm not, you know, daft with my research. Right, research tech tree, 140% research speed, which is marvelous. Let's get another research hut. I'm gonna try. Why not? Scavenging party returned. They brought back 10 stone. Marvelous. Send you out. And then we will prepare to send out the next party, which should be back soon-ish. Right. Onbu's entered jungle biome. Onbu doctor has been researched. Decontaminator. I'm going to take the dung collector, as that's seemingly more important. We haven't encountered any... There we go. Look at that. Eat up. Eat up. Eat up, champ. Eat up. Right. I'm going to get a doctor, because why not? Can build the doctor anywhere by the looks of things. Sure. We'll build it down here. Right. So, we're going forward. We're going forward into the jungle biome, which is a new biome. We got some nomads that are coming online very, very soon. 2 hours to go and get a little expedition party going. That's marvelous. And we'll do one over there as well. Okay. So, more nomads coming to join the party. Things are humid. That's fine. Air toxicity is low. Ground toxicity would be high if we were to lie down. Okay, so that is worth noting. The Onbu poison level's at 9%. That's concerning. But again, once we get the Onbu doctor, we're gonna start the process of perhaps doing a little bit of healing, which should be marvelous. Right, scavenging party is done. Let's get 3 hours over there. Hold on. We need to get you to stop. Hold on. Stop. Accepts the command? I hope. So, yeah. Is lying down. Ground toxicity is high. But the upside is that we're gonna get these nomads. Hopefully they've not gone past me. I know that we're gonna end up toxifying our thingy, but that's fine. Right, pick them up. Nomads, let's see what we've got. 3 healthy people joined. Okay, that was absolutely worth it. That was really, really worth it. Okay. Brilliant. Okay, move. Okay, now toxicity is back down to low. That's marvelous. Oh, that was good. That was good. I feel like that was the first sort of interaction that we had with our Onbu that wasn't, like, big old pain in the backside to sort of mind game through. Research is up at 168%. Which is pretty darn good, if I'm not mistaken. How many people do we have free? 0 people that are unemployed. But that's because... Look at this. Right, so we got herbs. Cure health. Cure some of the wounds. Restores 20% of the health. Reduces poison level by 20%. Oh, that's easy to do. And it only takes, like, 10 herbs to make happen. So, a couple of things to note here. One, that we should probably get extra herbalists, because now we actually have a legitimate use for herbs, which is great. We'll do an antidote. What's that, 20%? We don't have to do it right now. But I do value the trust. I do value the trust for sure. Send a party off. Send a party off there. Nice. Yeah, so I do value the trust, but we can probably wait a little bit longer before dealing with the poison level. Mining giant trunks of wood or compost heap. I think I'll take the sawmill. We want to start using some of this knowledge as well. We've got 5 knowledge points, which is quite a lot. Dung collector. Is the dung collector something that you can only put on at the rear? I've got to imagine that it is. It literally is. It literally is. Sure, let's do it. We'll make that a top priority. Now, we do have 2 people that are assigned to the workers post as general workers, but we don't have much more widely applied workers. So we're gonna take probably quite a long time to get this done, to get this built, to get the chopping done. That's fine. Right. Do you trust me? Let's go. He doesn't trust my commands. Okay, well, you know what? If you want to toxify yourself, then that's fine, but I'd rather you didn't. You can sleep anywhere, technically, but yeah. Okay, we're up at 18%. You know what? Let's do antidote. Let's do antidote. Oh, look at that. Cool. Nice. Okay, I really would like this Onbu to trust me. Can we get him to? Yeah, let's get the pet. Let's get the pet command. Let's get the pet command after. Yeah, I think that's imperative. Let's do. Oh, nice. Great decision. Great decision there, buddy. All right, we'll do that over there, and then as soon as the scavenging party is done up here. Right. Okay. Maybe it wasn't a great decision. Maybe it wasn't a great decision at all. Things are humid. Let's start growing cactuses again. Start growing cactuses again. Just at one farm. Just at one farm. Nothing major. Let's disable the Onbu doctor at the moment. Let's disable the regular village doctor. Scavenging party return, bringing back one. Don't love that vibe. Literally 1 hour to go and do this scavenging mission. Very, very short. Right, well, trust is important. Trust is important, but it's going to do me pretty much no use at this present moment. Right, humidity is low. Let's see what happens when we get into the desert. I didn't actually note what the situation was when we were in the desert last time. How are we doing with building down here? 15 wooden planks? Yeah, it's taken a while, but it should take less time now that we've got more people devoted to just general nonsense. Brought back 11 mushrooms. That's cool. We'll send a party over there. There's no pollution in the desert. That is good. Okay, well, we'll continue on to here, the sleeping spot. That's fine. All Onbu Doctor are disabled. That's okay. Right. Fresh air. Marvelous. Onbu sits. And hopefully... Good call, buddy. Good call. Very, very good decision to sleep there. That's marvelous. Okay, you know what? We've had some trying times, but I think me and my Onbu bud Frederick, you know, we're getting along just fine. We're getting along just fine. There is no water here though, so we're completely out of water. Send a party over yonder, and we'll send another scavenging party out as soon as this thing is done. In just a little bit. We've traveled almost 300 kilometers, which doesn't actually sound that quick now that it doesn't actually sound that far now that I think about it for more than about 13 milliseconds. Yeah. Right. 5 iron ore. Yeah, we got loads of iron ore. We got loads of iron, actually, in general. So that's great. Let's go to the research tree. Let's get the pet command. Is that going to be operated through the doctor? It might be. We might have to keep somebody assigned as a doctor for a little while. But that's fine. Scavenging party brought back 42 water. Let's get... Oh, we need more housing, actually. Sure, we'll get one more house. Build is a top priority. We got a dung collector, which is looking marvelous. Can be processed in a compost heap, which we don't have. So it's a bit of a shame that we're going to only be utilizing half of our potential capability there. What are we doing? Berries in the kitchen. Beet soup. We can alternate. We have 17, 16 meals. We don't have much. I mean, this kitchen needs more stuff. Can I get you to run, actually? Accepts the commands? Oh my lordy, this is gonna be close. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Okay, just walk. Just walk. That's fine. Oh, man, that was mad. Okay, the short heat wave is gonna be problematic. Very problematic, in fact. Is there anything else that we've discovered? Oh, a sleeping spot. That's marvelous. 5 hours over there. Still scavenging the Oasis. Still no party available for that. 31 water. 31 water is very, very, very good. There's an Oasis over there. We're actually going to send somebody all the way up there. 1 day, 19 hours. That's fine. So, there's a little shortage of water. Cactuses are still in somewhat of a problematic place. We've now got enough housing. This is fine. Housing quality. Yeah, the housing quality needs to be better. Hungry, starving. A couple of people are poisoned as well. Let's unpause the doctor. Pause the dung collector. We really don't need the dung collector to be in operation at this time. Quarry or a compost heap. I'm actually going to take the compost heap. That seems a little bit more worthwhile. We're going to unpause the doctor as well. Show full interactions. No workers inside the Onbu doctor at the moment. I know. Do we need to be doing... anything else? We got quite a lot of mushrooms, to be fair. Yeah, let's turn that down. Lock that for now. Okay. Cold snap. We'll go south if we can. But I tell you what, we're going to see if we can try and pet the Onbu. Yeah, I don't know how we do that. I have no idea how we do that. It's with the doctor. Where do you go? Okay. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. That's nice. Is trust increased? Well, I hope so. Pause, and we'll make the decision. We'll see if we can try and go right. He accepts the command. Oh, my lordy, finally. What's that? A small spore cloud. That's terrifying. Well, I don't like that. Well, the good news is that he's going to be able to sleep, and he's going to be able to sleep in a toxic-free environment, which is marvelous. Pretty nice. We're working on the compost heap. Obviously. We need more people, though. Like, we desperately need more people. Water, funnily enough, we're mostly okay for. How's everyone? Everybody's happy. A couple of people are starving. What can you do about that? I'll tell you. Not very much. Not very much at all. We're trying. Evacuated its bowels. We don't have anybody in the dung collector anyway, so it doesn't particularly matter. Right. Wilhelm is starved to death. Right, well that's a bit of a shame. There's 3 people that are currently starving. Bile extractor? Oh, goodness gracious me. Stoned by mining boulders on the back? No, we'll take the bile extractor. That's fine. Right, there is apparently a massive shortage of food going around. We can't really deal with that appropriately at the moment. We're doing what we can. But there is just no... There's no way to optimize. There's no way to optimize for the desert, as it seems. Let's reduce the number of researchers that we have. maybe that's going to allow us to liberate just a few more resources. Do I have any scavenging expeditions out on the go at the moment? No, I always should have scavenging missions out on the go. I said it myself. It needs to happen. Right, 2 more people have starved to death. That's a bit of a problem. Anyway, I think, to be honest, we've just completely cruised past the hour mark there, and I didn't even pay attention because this game is fantastic. It's really, really, really good. I would highly, highly, highly recommend checking it out if you are indeed interested, ladies and gents. It's a really, 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 really noteworthy city builder, and I'm very much looking forward to checking it out in the future. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for watching. My name, of course, has been Open Potato. His name has been Frederick. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.